Hello everybody, how are you? Hello everybody, how are you? It is time to start our day. It is time to work and play. Hello everybody, how are you? Hi everyone, welcome back. We are traveling again today. Let's take a peek at our globe and see where we're going next and see where we've been already. Let's take a peek. When we first started learning about the continents together, we started off in North America, and that was this one. It comes down to here, goes all the way up to the top here. Then we traveled. Remember at Thanksgiving time, we got in an airplane and we traveled across the ocean and we went over up here to a continent called Europe. Then from Europe, we went all the way to the top of the earth to the North Pole in the Arctic. Then we took the longest trip yet. We went all the way from the top. We flew all the way across the world and we went down to the bottom to Antarctica. Well, we're going to leave Antarctica today. And we're going to fly another long flight. Ready? We're going to go back up, back up, back up, back up, and we're going to come to Europe's neighbor. It's called Asia. Now, I have a different map I want to show you today. I'm going to hide behind it because it's that big. And I want you to look at the color of orange on there because that's Asia. Look at how large it is compared to all the other ones. You ready? I'm going to hide. You guys take a peek and see. Oh, this is so big. Can you see that okay? Look at how big Asia is. That's the one here in orange. Remember we said we were in Europe. That's the one next door. Look at the size difference. Compare them. Asia is the biggest continent that there is. Before we learn more about it, let's sing our continent song. You ready? North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa. Don't forget Australia. Don't forget Antarctica. North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa. So we're going to learn a little bit about Asia today. Asia is an amazing continent because it has so many different countries, so many different things to see, so many different ways to live, so many different types of homes, ways to speak, foods to eat, ways to dress. It is a beautiful, wonderful place. The weather there is a lot like it is in North America, meaning that it has all these different types of weather. It has snow, it has rain, it has sun, it has heat. Kind of depends on where you go in Asia, what kind of weather you're going to get. Now, I want to take a look at some of the homes that are there. Let me show you. And these aren't, every home where we live is different, right? Everybody lives in different places. Same thing in Asia. The ones I'm going to show you, if I tell you that this home is from India, it doesn't mean that everybody in the country of India lives that way. India is one of the countries in Asia. If I say it's from Thailand, which is another country, it doesn't mean that everybody lives in that type of home there. These are just some of the types of homes that you would find. So let's see. The first one happens to be from India, and it's the bottom picture. This is a home that you might see in India there. Again, not everybody lives in that type of home there, but some people do. Let's see another one. I see, look at the roof on that one before we move on. Looks almost like kind of a grass roof, doesn't it? It looks like it's got some kind of moss or grass or something. All right, let's see. The next one is from Hong Kong, a place called Hong Kong. This is the top picture this time. This is the one we're looking at. What do you see here? It looks to me almost like an apartment building where multiple families, many families can live. And they've got their laundry hanging up outside to dry in this particular picture. Do some of you do that at home? Do your grown-ups wash the clothes and then hang them outside? It's really nice. It saves energy and it smells amazing. This next one is another one from India. And I really want to show you something in this one. A couple things actually. We're looking at the top picture again. Now, where is the house? Look at this. These are houseboats. These people live on boats on the water, and look what's behind them. That's something else I'm going to show you. There are mountains, so we see there's water and there are mountains in Asia. There's flat land and there's mountains. There's all different kinds of landforms. Landforms is something we're going to talk about really soon, and you find all the different types of landforms in Asia. I have another one from India. The one on the bottom here is from India. This one, again, to me, looks like it's where many families can live. Maybe these are connected homes, and each family, there's a family that lives in each different one. But this is another type of home you might find in India. Got a couple more to show you. This one is from Russia. Now, what's interesting about this country called Russia, is part of it is in Asia, part of it's in Europe. It gets to belong to two continents. Isn't that kind of cool? This house up here, you might find a house that looks like that in Russia. And you know what? You could find a house like that in North America too, couldn't you? That looks like something you would see in North America as well as Russia. Okay, one more. This one is from a place called Thailand. Now there's a few things to point out in this one. You ready? A big picture. This is the picture of what could be a home in Thailand. Take a good look. Again, we see the water, but this time people are rowing boats, and look at their heads. They've got really cool hats on, and these are all the homes up here. And they are getting to the different homes. Instead of walking on the sidewalk to go from one house to another, they're rowing their boats from one house to another. That's a place called Thailand. And all these places that I showed you, all these things go together to make up that continent called Asia. Before we look at anything else, let's take one more look at the continent itself up here behind me. Let me grab my pointer here. I talked about how big it is. Look at the size of this continent. All of this pink, all the way around here, that's all Asia, but all of this down here as well. Look at this, all these islands. These are islands in the sea there. We have talked about our oceans. They have the Indian Ocean on this side of them, and they have the Arctic Ocean up above, and the Pacific Ocean over here. They have 3 oceans around them. That's a lot of water, isn't it? Like I said, it's a really amazing place. Now I want to take a look at some of the things that you might find if you were to travel to Asia. Let's take a look at this first picture. This one shows us different types of food that you might find in Asia. Now, some of these you guys might have tried. Has anybody ever ordered Chinese food or cooked Chinese food before? If you have, raise your hand. There's all kinds of delicious Chinese food. The picture here shows us orange chicken. Luckily, that is a food that we can get here in North America. We don't have to go to Asia to get that. The second picture, the one in the middle, that shows sushi. Has anybody ever tried that? Maybe your grown-ups really love sushi. That is something you would find in Japan. And you can buy that here too. Again, we don't have to travel all the way to try their delicious food. The bottom picture shows us Indian bread, which is naan, and curry. Anybody ever tried that? Again, foods we can get here without having to travel. It's fun to try foods from different places and try different experiences. We're going to talk about a way to eat food from Asia too in a little bit. We're going to try something together using chopsticks. Has anybody ever used chopsticks when eating your Chinese food? We're going to try that to do something fun together in a few minutes. All right, let's take a look at this next picture. We know our letters as, well, here's the letter R. It looks, we have the uppercase and the lowercase. That's what our letters look like. Those are the symbols for our letters. Well, here is a picture of a different looking alphabet. Look at that. Can you read those symbols up on the top there? I can't either. That's a traditional Chinese alphabet, and I can't read what that says. Sometimes when you're out shopping, you might see some characters that look like that, and now you'll know where that comes from. That comes from a place called China, a country called China in the continent of Asia. In the bottom picture, if you look in the front of it, you'll see a beautiful building. Sometimes you'll see buildings like that when you travel to Asia as well. And of course, in the background, there's another mountain, a big, beautiful snow-capped mountain. All right, some more pictures. This is of some clothing. Take a look at this. Now, if you were to travel to Asia, you wouldn't necessarily see people walking down the street dressed like this. They would be dressed like you are and like I am. But this is traditional clothing, and sometimes they wear these outfits for ceremonies and other important events. The top one is called the kimono. It's from Japan. In the middle, I'm not sure what if they have a special name for their clothing. That's from Thailand. And then the bottom, look at those gorgeous outfits on the bottom, and I'm going to try to say the name properly. I think it's Kazakhstan. I think that's where that's from. So that's some of the different clothing you would see there. Now, this last picture has some animals in it, and we're going to take a deeper look at the animals, but let's take a quick look at some of the animals you might find in Asia. Are you ready? What's that top one? You guys tell me. That is a beautiful tiger. And in the middle, what do you see there? An elephant. And on the bottom, of course, a panda. These are animals that you would find in the continent of Asia. Now, I'm going to pull out that great big map again. Let me pull my board over here. Let me pull get out this great big map that we had that I showed you earlier. But this time, so I can fit with it, I'm going to fold it in half. And we're going to just look at Asia like this. because there are some other animals that I want to share with you that are from Asia. So I'm going to pull them up and stick them here. You ready? All right, we talked about some already, like the elephant. You would find elephants in Asia. Let's see, we also talked about the tiger. We saw a picture of a tiger. You would find tigers there. Let's learn some other ones that you would find there. Oh, what about this guy? Monkey. You can find monkeys in Asia. You can find, I bet you guys know what this guy is. You can find camels in Asia. Let's put him over here. You probably find him around there. You would find, let me see what this guy is here. You would find a brown bear, just like you do in North America and Europe. You would also find brown bear in Asia. Oh, he got away. The elephant got away. And then let's do this one. The last one would be crocodile. Do you remember when we were way back in North America, way back at the beginning, we saw that there were alligators in North America? Well, you could find crocodiles in Asia. So those are just some of the animals. We talked a little bit about the weather. We talked a little bit about the landforms that you would find there, the food, the dress. And when we were talking about the food, I mentioned that we were going to try something with chopsticks. Now, let me move this. Are any of you guys good at using chopsticks? Because you know what? I am not. I have tried many times, and I can't do it. Are you guys good at it? If you are, great job. I'm still trying to learn. I happen to have this beautiful set of chopsticks in my house. They're red. So what a chopstick is, if you're not familiar with them, it is two sticks. And you use them. You can hold them a certain way, which I can't do. You can hold them a certain way, and then you can pick up your food and bring it to your mouth. So instead of using a fork, instead of using a spoon, people can use chopsticks to eat their food. Now, I have a special pair that's going to help me with my activity here. This special pair is a regular pair of chopsticks, but it's been rubber banded at the top and a little cloth has been put in between, because what that does is it helps me. It guides my hand. It helps me open and close. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some chopstick painting. You want to see? I'm not going to actually paint with the chopsticks directly. I'm going to use them to pick something up and paint. So if you would like to join me, you can get, if you're grown-ups, okay, you can get some paper, you can get some paint, and you don't have to have chopsticks. You can have a couple of sticks that you put together, and you can try this with me. Or if you have some tongs, maybe you could do that too. But if you have chopsticks, go ahead and give it a try with me. So what I have here is a cup of red paint, and I have a cotton ball. Now I'm going to hold it in my hand, and I'm going to try to get it with this. Ready? Let's see if I can do it. Okay, I got it. I don't have a good grip on it. We'll see what happens. I'm going to dip it into the red paint. Oh, see, I lost it already. This is hard, even with the modified version here. Okay, I've got some red paint on my cotton ball. And now, what should I do? Should I make some dots? I can come over here, and I can make some dots. Or, I get some more paint. I'm holding it well, right? Yeah, I'm holding it really well right now, you guys. I am going to make a design. Come down and do another part. Give it an eyeball. Give this some spots. I kind of made a dragon or something here, didn't I? Well, that's my painting. And you guys, like I said, can do that too. Thank you for joining me today to learn about Asia. Have a great afternoon, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.